καλό σαΐδι. Φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε. Κι ίσως τεφής δεν κοίμαι, πάντο δα πάντα θυμώ. Φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, όπλης εγώ δεν πίνω. Φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε, 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 φέρε μη κυπελώνοπε. Sono penso bajo Odyssey front olieos 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 anis frenas emas iselfi methidotas 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 didaski me χορεύει didaski me χορεύει έχω δέντη και τερνό όταν μεθάς εραστάς όταν μεθάς εραστάς.
I hate to interrupt them. They've got a great song going. Hi, my name is Tom Chick. This is the 2:45 live stream for Assassin's Creed Odyssey. One of many. Let's get the little echo out of here. I mean, it's great to hear the ladies once. We don't need to hear them twice. There we go. All right, let's see. I'm Tom Chick. I'm on Twitter at QT3. I've got a Patreon campaign at patreon.com/TomChick. And I write stuff at 2:45.com. I do this every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 6 p.m. Pacific. And if you'd like to see me live stream something on Wednesdays, just type it in the chat. I vote for, and the name of the game you'd like me to live stream. And on Mondays, we do a drawing for that. But it's Friday. Happy Friday to everyone. It's Greek Friday. I don't know if you knew that. So we will, of course, be playing this. I have here an espresso for everyone. Cheers. If you need sugar or fixins or, milk or whatnot, it's right over there on that little table. Patrick Mullen, happy Friday to you. Hi, Alex Chapman, who made me drink a beer here recently. Hello, Lord King of South Carolina. We have Vinwraith, Richard Holt over there on Twitch. Free beer tomorrow. Makes for a great Saturday. Although, free beer. Yeah. Free beer tomorrow. I don't like beer. I'm weird that way, aren't I? And not because of Brett Kavanaugh. All right, I want to talk open world games with you guys today while we mess with this. Christy Gaines, hello. Eric Geithner, hi. Vinwraith, did I say Vinwraith? Vinwraith, I guess I just said hi to you twice. JV McMaster in Twitch, who, much to his chagrin, I'm not playing Call of Duty Zombies with him. Although that looks really cool so far. I just ducked in real quick and was like, yeah, I think I kind of want to play the new Call of Duty. Vinwraith doesn't mind being said hello to twice. Chris Hornbossel, there's Chris Hornbossel, who says, I kind of like this game a lot, smiley face, which is kind of like putting a plus after the a lot. All right, so I just want to show you a couple things in this today, and I'm going to muck around, but I also Christy Gaines, I play this very slow. Me too, Christy Gaines. I'm savoring it. That's the way I think of it. So I want to talk open world games today, because this has me thinking a lot about open world games. Richard Holt, is this about Blackout? Where's Blackout? Oh, Call of Duty. Is that Call of Duty's name? I can't believe I don't know this. Call of Duty... No, Black Ops 4 Blackout. I don't even know what this silly thing is called. Patrick Mullen thinks that Ancient Greece open world will get traded for Old West open world in about 2 weeks. Patrick Mullen, that gets to my concern. And one of the reasons I want to talk about open world games, because I am concerned. I have concerns. Do I sound like a Republican senator? Or representative? Maybe even a Republican governor. I'm concerned. I'm concerned about, and I never thought I would feel this way, Red Dead Redemption 2 living up to this. Not concerned about open world burnout. Oh, Richard Holt says the Call of Duty Battle Royale mode is called Blackout. Okay. Yeah, Chris Hornbostel, is it, quote, troubling? Lord Kosk says, what? What? I am. I just think that this open world game hits all the right notes in so many... I just feel like Ubisoft has put into practice so much of what they've learned with this game. And they've taken away all the right lessons. And Rockstar is idiosyncratic. They do things their own way. And God bless them, it can make for some spectacular results. I think that Grand Theft Auto 5 is one of the finest video games ever made. I'll say that on the record. But we'll see in a couple of weeks, right? Patrick Mullen, start making unproven accusations wildly, and then you'll be a Democratic senator. So Patrick Mullen apparently thinks that Dr. Ford or just the senators. Patrick Mullen, who's making the? Look at that! Look at that! And the thing is, I think I could shoot it or hunt it, but I don't want to. I don't even care if there's an achievement. I'm just going to let that little guy swim around. Patrick Mullen will be our token Trump supporter. So if I say things about Republicans, he might have to give equal time to the other side. Because, you know, we believe in being balanced here. Was that a whale, Lord Costco? No, I know. I will not take the bait. We won't talk politics. I will mention politics every now and then. All right, so here's the deal. Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out in a couple of weeks. This out now. The Spider-Man game. Oh, shoot. It's the cult. Hold on. We might have to fight a cult ship. Is that what Barnabas just said? I should actually pay attention to this silly game here. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, okay, so, all right. Patrick Mullen says he's not a Trump supporter. Yeah, I think the moment that you accuse Democratic senators of wildly flinging unproven accusations, if that's how you characterize that, yeah, you're kind of a Trump supporter. JV Master, I think I'm worrying about Red Dead Redemption 2 for no reason. All right, well, okay, so let's talk open world games. Let's make, and by the way, is this stuttery on Twitch, or is it just the way that I'm seeing it now? I've turned the detail down several notches. Oh, look, I think this is a pirate here. Is that a pirate? I should learn these flags. Yeah, that's a pirate. Oh, that's cute. He thinks he's going to ram us. Does he have any buddies, or is it just him? I think those are pirates over there. Any Athenians? All right. Haha, you missed me. You tried to ram me. All right, I want you guys to tell me what goes into a great open world game. What makes an open world game great? Let's come up with a list. Why isn't he taking more damage? I don't have my braziers lit. See if my javelins can reach. You know, I've been fighting merchant ships. They go down way faster. Patrick Mullen says story and choice are important things in an open world game, and I kind of disagree. They're nice, but I'm not sure that story or choice... I guess maybe I'm thinking of choice in the sense of a Mass Effect game, for instance. I would say writing. Red Grizz points out correctly, traversal. That's a weird thing, right? If you have an open world game, moving the act of... Oh, look at that. I've got a weak spot going. The act of moving across the open world... And I've missed the weak spot. I went around. The act of moving across the open world, traversal, is an important part of the equation. Because that's the open... Okay, I've lost the shit. There we go. Because that's the open part of the description, right? So what's going on during the open part that it's worth... that keeps it entertaining? Oh, shoot. I just tried to javelin him through the waves. Let's see if we can hit that weak spot. Oh, I'm taking a fair amount of damage. You know what? I can't be sitting here talking about stupid game theory while I'm fighting a pirate. Alright, we're gonna board him, which will heal us up. Yeah, I took way too much damage there. These are fun on boarding things. It's a little bit easier to steer these arrows. And it's used up all my adrenaline, which is okay. Did I do it? Oh, there's one guy. Oh, no, see? Now we want to go over here real quick because there is treasure there. Let's get that. The ship will start to sink, too. It's really cool when you kill a larger ship and there's a bunch of treasure chests on it and it starts to go down. And you're like, wait, hold on. I still have treasure here. Varied locations, Red Grid says. Yeah, exactly. Like, it can't have that sort of homogeneity. That's anathema. Oh, good Lord. Tom, speak more easily. Homogeneity is anathema. You know, variety. I could just say the word variety. Okay, let me show you guys something cool. There's no way I'm going to be able to... I'm just going to end up just fawning over this game for 2 minutes. Look at this. See these? So I've got the female crew of assassins. Oh, shoot. Look at all that loot. Hold on. Let me go grab that. Sorry, Barnabas. I have to say, as much as I like Cassandra, she's a real dick when she moves around on her boat, just knocking people out of the way. So, look here. The commander's left the helm. So I've got my crew, and there's Barnabas, the captain, and Herodotus, the story character. See, sorry, I don't want to put again. You see this figure right here and that? Those are two story characters who you say at a certain point, hey, come join me on my crew, or you can do that. That's Odessa, and that's, I don't, it's spelled Gilon, but I think you pronounce it with an H, like Helon, whatever. They're these really cool characters that you do quests for, and you can ask them to be on your crew, and then you can make them lieutenants. And if you make them lieutenants, you'll notice when we set sail, the 4 possible lieutenants, when you get your ship fully upgraded, you get 4 of them, stand here. And when you do boarding actions, they join you in combat on the other battle, on the other ship. And they also give you unique bonuses, which I really like. I love that. Where's the boat wheel? Lord Kosk asks. It's actually a good question. Not even a tiller. How do you steer this thing? I mean, I guess the guys on the right or faster if you want to turn right, and the guys on the left or slower. Man, that's a very good question. Is there even a rudder on this? I mean, it doesn't look like a movable rudder. That looks more like a sort of a thing for stability that's fixed. That is, I guess you steer. I didn't realize that. Had the ancient Greeks not discovered rudders or wheels? It's an excellent question. Red Grizz says, yep, they steer with the oars. Wow, cool. Man, this game's so educational. Alex Chapman says, I don't like these level systems. Gothic did it right. Leveling, yeah. A sense of progression. You know what? Let's make a list. Oh, shoot, a storm. kind of mild. Traversal, progression. I'm going to go ahead and, Patrick Mullen said story and choice. That's a part of good writing. I don't think writing necessarily, but I'm not sure that I would say Far Cry 5 has a good story, but I think it's got really good writing. But we'll put that, I don't know, narrative, story, progression, or story, choice, narrative. Patrick Mullen's right. I'm just making semantic quibbles. Trigger cut. Setting is character. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, just setting. Like Brutal Legend, I love. Not necessarily a great open world game, but I love it for the setting. Look at my braziers; they are lit. Wait, is it just the 2 up there? Yeah. Oh, 3. You can see all 3 of them. I thought there was one behind me. Why isn't the campfire behind me lit? Red Grizz, I disagree that leveling specifically is important for open world, but some kind of progression is needed. Yeah, Red Grizz, exactly. Richard Holt says, Red Grizz prefers things like equipment upgrades. Richard Holt, I disagree about leveling or progression being necessary. Richard Holt, can you name for me a great open world game, or even just a solid open world game, that doesn't have any sense of progression? There might be one, but I can't really think of one. Richard Holt says just exploration is all he really needs. Richard Holt, GTA 4. There's no progression in GTA 4? You might be right, Richard Holt. You don't get better at the bowling dates you go on with Roman? Dr. Jones gave me 3 flames in Twitch. Trigger Cut points out when you change your crew, it takes them a while because the game's kind of spawning them to come up out of the hatch. Trigger Cut's blaming that on it being an all-girl crew. Come on, Trigger Cut. Because they're down there getting ready. It's the same with dudes. If I change to dudes, it takes them a while to propagate up out of the hatch. I'm not really seeing any peril in storms here, which is okay. I'm okay with that. Shoot, I'm missing stupid chat. You guys are saying things that I want to read, and it's scrolling off the screen. Say them more slowly. Alex Chapman, I like progression based on using skills rather than blanket XP. And that's fair enough, and that kind of gets into like RPG discussions, right? Like, how do you like your RPGs? But I think some sense of progression is necessary for an open world game. Look at that whale! That whale almost attacked those pirates. Man, jerks. Some javelins, and let's go ahead and burn them. It's my ill-timed brace. I don't know can I like aim at their sails? Like, is there any sort of locational damage in the naval combat? Oh shoot, he's got buddies. All right, so actually I don't want to use my bow because this is weird. Speaking of progression, I'm currently locked in terms of lumber. I need more wood to upgrade my bow. Watch this. Oh shoot, I was gonna kick him in the water. Oh wait. There's my kick. Okay, will this get him in the water? Come around from that thing. Quit standing behind cover. So you'll note, I've got a few people fighting with me. Oops, sorry. There's Odessa. There's Helen. Hey, I wonder, is it related to the name Helen? G-E-L-O-N? That can't be right. No, it can't be right at all. Helen, like Helene. Yeah, Hellas. Headshot. One of the things I'm wondering is, what are the definitive open world games? And my premise is, I'm pretty sure this is one of them. And I don't know if it's the glow of the new. I've not gotten that far in this game. Maybe it's just like a honeymoon phase. Ouch. Alright, we've got two of these guys, and they're the same level, roughly, as me. Alright, so I need to play this smart. Oh, shoot. I didn't even see that he was up there. Fine, ram me. See if I care. It messes up your ship, too. Alright, he's down. Let's board him, which will heal us. Oh, shoot. Ah! Jerk. Chris Markinson says that Pirates is a definitive open world game. Markinson, is that an open world game? I mean, I think you're right, but I don't even think of that when I think open world games. Because it's... Why do I not think of Pirates? What's my deal there? That's a very good question. I now need to wonder, why aren't I including Pirates? I guess I'm thinking of, like, modern open world games, like... Did Rockstar pretty much invent these? Because, you know, there was a Terminator game from way back when, which was like an open world. And I say way back when, like, I don't know, 1990? Something like that? But yeah, what is my deal? Why is my first tendency when hearing Pirates to say, well, yeah, but... Because you're absolutely right, Markinson. That's a great example. Okay, let's go board these guys. What I don't know, if I board, do I get more stuff? I wish I knew that. Because I could just ram these guys, which actually I'm going to go ahead and do. Okay, that's not ramming them, that's just pushing them. You know, we'll board them. Tom MC, what Terminator game was that? Oh, good lord, I don't remember what it was called. Like, it was super primitive 3D graphics. It might have even had multiplayer. Like, one person was a Terminator, another person was, I guess... Actually, wasn't it... I should have done some research before I looked this out. There's me wasting lumber. Was it called Skynet? JFLS asks. Yes, I think that was definitely it. But like super old, and I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and say that it wasn't playable. Like, it was a cool idea, but it was more like kind of a tech demo masquerading as like a half-assed game. It might have even been Bethesda. But what's my deal with Pirates? Why am I resistant thinking? Christy Gaines, is Dark Souls an open world game? I would say no. Yeah, we should also define our terms, right? Okay, so he'd had drachma and wood. Trigger Cut, Bethesda, is that open world or RPG? I think you definitely have to include Bethesda games. Skyrim, right? Definitely open world. David Maxer says, Dark Souls is not an open world game. What am I doing? You know, let me at least... I was meaning to go down here. Alright, let's go. I'm just going to fast travel. As much as I love listening to those, my sailors singing. Lord Kosk, Dark Souls is far too linear to be open world. Chris Margetson, Bethesda did a Terminator game in 1990-91. Are BioWare games RPGs or open world? Sure, good. I would say BioWare games are definitely not open world. Are you thinking of like a Mass Effect? Eric Geithner, what about Starflight, right? That Sundog game. There's a game about flying frozen colonists around. Sundog. All right, I'm over here because there's a couple of... I'm really worried about the Twitch stream. Does it look okay, you guys? Just where I'm seeing it slightly mirrored in the corner of my screen, it's super choppy. Darren O, Gothic 2 was one of the best. Yeah, the Piranha Bytes games, right? Okay, let's do this real quick. See, that looks a little silly. She's like Superman. Cassandra can fly. Do I really want to do that? That's just a redonkulous photograph. Dragon Age Inquisition, is that open world? JV McMaster, Gothic 2 is one of my favorites. Triggercut says okay on the frame rate. Although I guess Superman flies with his arms forward. It's more like an Iron Man flying mode, right? Alright, I'm here because I need to kill a Spartan real quick. He's over here. And what was this? And this is, talk to the artist. Alright, we'll go talk to this artist real quick and then go kill this Spartan, who I guess is just hanging out in the woods. There's probably a camp out there. So, southeast and then south. This guy, I don't have anything new for him. He's a blind Persian who wants you to look at various wonders of the world. And when you've seen it, it updates the quest. And then you go and you tell him about it because he's blind. And you decide, do you want to tell him what you really saw or do you want to embellish it? Which is a really cute choice, and I'm not sure what comes of it. But, spoiler, I've been lying to the guy. Oh, wait, what am I looking for? Southeast. I'm not even go. Good lord. Lost. There we go. It even shows on my HUD there. I see it right there. Oh, who's fighting me? A dog. No. Bad dog. No. 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 Bad dog. Bad dog. Oh shoot, did I hurt that Athenian? I don't want to draw aggro on the Athenians, which I've accidentally done. Alright, I get to pelt you guys. I call dibs on it. So yeah, I was thinking, oh my gosh, wolves here. The worst. Stop wasting your lumber, Tom. How much lumber do I have? Because I need something like 300. Ooh! Alright, I think I can go upgrade my bow now. So is that a facet of an open world game too? Is that you've constantly got 5 things you want to do, pulling you in 5 different ways, and that gives the game its pacing?
Welcome.
Borderlands is sort of open world, Christy Gaines says. His silhouette, lying to the Persians. Very Trumpian. Yep, I'm going to make a treaty with them, and then I'm going to break it. Actually, I'm not even going to make the treaty. I'm going to say it's the worst deal in all of history, because it's a deal that someone I don't like made, and then I'm going to break the treaty. Alright, so I've needed all this lumber because this is the thing I want to keep upgrading. Oh. Pelt. 400 lumber and 200 pelts. Who can be bothered? And why do I care? Oh, I care so much about this one. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I've just decided. This is the bow. And I even like the bow skin. Oh, I'm into...
Until next time.
Alright, so we need another 100 pelts and lumber. Ugh. Patrick Mullen. Tom's little girl, Singy's town. What? Patrick Mullen, I don't understand what you're saying. Patrick Mullen, it wasn't a treaty. The Senate has to ratify treaties. Right, just like Vietnam and Iraq weren't wars. Patrick Mullen. Yeah, good luck getting the Senate to ratify a treaty that Obama supported.
I saw the note you posted.
Yeah, that was going to happen, right, Patrick Mullen?
You're so incredible, don't you? What? You play hero for the Spartan army in Megaris, and now you think you can do anything.
Can you imagine the difference, the legacy? I mean, Obama's legacy is already, I think, quite the work. Imagine, and I mean that positively, imagine the legacy he would have had if he didn't have an opposition party controlling the legislator and obstructing everything he tried to do. Considering that just makes his accomplishments all the more impressive. Shoot, I deserve statues a bit more. Yeah, should I be modest or immodest with her? Forget how I'm RPing this. You know, I deserve a statue. I've done some really cool things in this game.
What I did couldn't have been achieved by some malakas like you. Glad to hear I'm finally getting some recognition.
Before I agree to
Patrick Mullen. The Iran treaty was a bad deal. I wouldn't have voted for it. Of course you wouldn't have. You're a Republican. You're a Trump supporter. You wouldn't vote anything Obama supported. You probably hate ACA. You probably call it Obamacare.
Some self-important Spartan in a silly helmet.
Let me guess. You want me to hunt the wolves?
That would be ideal.
All right, hunt wolves to get a statue made. I'm down with that.
You can leave everything to me.
And the only reason this thing is so, there's so many quests in this game, and that's not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm never going to get out of Megaris if I just keep doing the quests over here. And you know what? I think that's okay with me. All right, let's go visit this Spartan soldier. Hey, dogs. Okay, watch this. Okay, let me go to my spear, because I think it actually makes a difference. Oops, those are my arrows. All right. This is called booming and zooming. This is the way a Japanese zero... oh, actually, no. The zeros were more maneuverable, right? Like the F4Us would do booming and zooming. Sorry, dogs. But you started it. You attacked me. Where's my horse? Is the horse okay? I don't think your horse can get hurt in this. Alright, we're going to stroll over here. Richard Holt, my internet doesn't like me streaming Tom and Odyssey at the same time. No, I need to save my lumber. Oh, but you know what? I do need skins, and I think the exchange rate, the lumber it takes for the arrow, well, you know what? It ran off. Oh, well. I think a good hunter doesn't sit there debating the cost of the bullet with the return on what he's shooting at. Is it just the one? A couple of guys here. And some, are those Spartan or Athenian supplies? Because I thought this is an Athenian area. Yeah, this is Athenian controlled, and there's supplies over here. I guess they're not showing up on this map. You know what? I'll have a look at it when I get down there. Okay, so this guy, you know what? I kind of want to knock him out and recruit him. Because I have room for, I've basically got a placeholder lieutenant, and I want a better one. Silhouette points out that he's never seen Tom Cotton and Patrick Mullen in the same place. I'm actually ashamed that Tom Cotton is from Arkansas. That guy, he's super like well spoken, and he looks like perfect for politics, but oh my god, what a Republican toady. That guy's horrible. He's a veteran. He's like all the things that should go into a reasonable conservative politician. I say that half-heartedly. You know, from Arkansas, young, was in the military, right? That would imply someone has integrity. Nope, not Tom Cotton. Ugh. All right.
Let's hope no one notices me here.
Overheard the blacksmith talking about it.
Okay, I think I can take out as long as... Oh, right. I've got these knockout arrows. Let's see. I don't think it's going to be enough, though. Let's see how much damage it... Oh, good lord. Yeah, not even close. Now maybe if I use one of my special arrow powers. Look at all the adrenaline I've got. Let's go ahead and rob this real quick. Oh shoot, no, don't look at me. Oh well, so much for stealth. Okay, we're gonna try to, this big guy here. Is he the one I'm supposed to kill? Oh, I think I need to kill him. Oh, my mission is to kill him. Recruiting for my crew, it's like killing, right? It's just as good. I'm gonna try that. Ow. Did I get my blinding thing? No, I don't have that. Get out of the way, big guy. I gotta kill this guy first. That poison should finish him off. Alright, let's see about getting his health down, and then we're going to try a knockout arrow on him. Oops. I'm not clear how the knockout arrows work.
The gods must be keeping you alive.
Oops. Wasn't watching my health. You guys should have warned me. Ah, I missed it. Come on. Alright, so let's recruit him.
I can offer you a better life than this. Join me.
Oh, and it counted too. So it does count as being killed. It's being hired. Being hired or killed, they're one and the same.
I should be extra careful in this area.
Thank you, Trigger Cut. He said good job. He also said I should have been hitting them. All right, are these Spartan supplies, or are they Athenian supplies? I mean, clearly they don't show up on the map. Like there's, oh no, that's a leader. Oh, so I guess supplies don't show up on the map. Well, I'm gonna steal them at any rate, because I don't want to weaken the Athenians. I'm role-playing someone who supports Athens. Maybe that'll change later. Okay. Let's just try it. So I stole them, and now let's see. Can I burn them as well? Okay, let's see if it says weakened. It looks like I did not get the message about weakening control in the area. Maybe because I stole them and basically just burned empty boxes. So. Patrick Mullen, you kill someone, then recruit them. Patrick Mullen, those were, I was using non-lethal force at the end of that fight there. In this game, once you unlock, is it this right here? Once you become an arrow master, in your inventory, your quiver, you have different arrows you can craft. And what are these, I wonder? Who knows? And this right here is a paralyzing arrow. Deals just as much damage, but can also knock out a target. Yeah, and it requires... Oh, boy, yeah. So I'm basically wasting lumber and animal hides there. I still need about 80 lumber and about 100 animal hides, so... Because I want to upgrade my bow. Alright, so that, we just did that. I was just finishing something over there. I'm actually just sort of tidying up, because I don't want to mess up story stuff for you guys. Oh, I do want to show you something, though. So... Previously, we were asking about, do you have wrist blades in this game? And you don't. But what you do have is a sword or a spear, the head of a spear, and it's in her offhand there. She put it up too quickly. I'll show it to you on her back. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when you first see it, it's kind of like beat up, and it's got a broken haft. Did I just make up the word haft? That's a word, right? You hold a spear by its haft, and it had the basically the broomstick on it was busted. Look at it now. And the reason that it's that way is something cool that I will leave you guys to find out on your own. Richard Holt, I'm playing it. Oh, wait, what? Richard Holt, are you you guys, I hate chat because you guys say interesting things and they scroll away and I've completely lost sight of what you said. All right, let's do some quests. I wanted to oh, okay, here's what I wanted to show you guys. All right, so some of the things you see on the map are, like in the starting area even. Is there one over here? That's a cave, not a tomb. Oh, and I do want to go back and find the little hit. Should I go back to the starting area? Look at all the stuff I've got undone over here. You will find in certain areas tombs. Like, where's the Oracle of Delphi? It's up here, right? No? I think I'd be able to eyeball it by now. Here, right? Megara, is it over here? Yeah, okay, right. Here's the Oracle of Delphi. No, right? Shoot a monkey. Where is it? You would think I would remember that one place. Here? No? Ugh. Here? There. This is it. You could just sort of tell by eyeballing it. All right. So over here you will find... oh, it's not marked because it is not incomplete. You find this tomb of the first Pythia, and that's the Oracle of Delphi. Apparently it's called the Pythia. And you find this tomb, and it's no big deal. You walk in, and there's not much there. But there is a goal associated with it. And it had an icon on it as far as the rewards, because if you look at a quest, you see down here, I'm going to get drachma and experience points for that. The icon for finishing that tomb I didn't recognize, and it was driving me crazy. I wanted to figure out what the icon was, and I didn't know what I was supposed to do in the tomb, and it turned out to be kind of cool. And what I got from it was even cooler. So I'm going to go do a tomb real quick. And it's over here on this island where I've got a lot going on. This right here is the Artemisian tomb. I don't know why they don't just call it the Tomb of Artemis. And you see that little symbol? If you find the ancient stele, and a stele is like a squat obelisk, like a short obelisk, about the size of one of those. I guess it can be varying sizes, but it's not the sort of thing you would find in a chest, right? It's a kind of a squat little monument. So we're going to go in there and find that, and we're going to get experience points, of course, but what's that other thing? What are we going to get from there? Well, I'm going to show you guys because I thought it was pretty cool to discover. So this will be the Artemisian tomb, and hopefully it'll have something as cool as the Pythian tomb, because once I eventually figured that out, and it involved, I love this, it involved sound. And not in a, oh, there's like a tone puzzle like in Myst. I'll just say I heard a draft and it meant something. Never sure. Can I jump off of here? No. All right. Hey, guys. Oh, shoot. I'm wasting poison arrows. Hey, why is there an icon on him? Come back here. Where did you go? Did you see that? There was like an icon on that deer or elk or whatever it was. Bear. Oh, bears get you furs. You know, let's finish off this bear. Come here, buddy. That was my Predator arrow. And one of the reasons I want to keep that what is it called? Is it the bow of Artemis, or did I just make that up? One of the reasons I want to keep upgrading that bow is because it gives bonus damage to the Predator shot. Artemis bow, yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a little bit of a theme going here. Hazy Silhouette. Stele started in ancient Mesopotamia, a way to make monuments of rulers' accomplishments. The original propaganda poster, right? Come on. Sorry, dude, I need your soft leather. Plus, I'm a hunter. Richard Toll, Cassandra's a pretty great character. Christy Gaines, yeah, she is. Great voice actor as well. Who's the actor for Cassandra? Keep meaning to look that up, because she is great. And is this really her accent? Whoops, bear. Can I do like a Spider-Man? No. I was gonna say, can I like use my bow while I'm on the side of a cliff? You know, we're not gonna mess with that bear. Because I remember the voice actor who did Nico in Grand Theft Auto 4 was not... Was Nico Serbian? Was doing an accent the whole time. So I wonder, the woman doing Cassandra, does she actually have that accent? Alright, so here we are. Oh, what's in here? Alright. Oh, some Oralchium. So you come up here and you're like, what? What is this? And if you come down here, and actually you could see it from shore, or from sea. There's this little opening right here. So here we're in this area. The quest is find the ancient stele. Christy Gaines, yeah, there's a video. Yes, she is Greek. It's linked to a thread in the forums. Ah! So I haven't even ducked into the Assassin's Creed Odyssey thread on Quarter to 3 just because I had no expectations for this, and I'm just so delighted at discovering stuff. So I don't want to know anything about it unless I find out by playing it. So this is pretty, like, this is a very simple tomb, right? There's this room here, and then this room here, and you're like, what? Where else do I go? And there's no arrow pointing you anywhere. What you'll eventually figure out, let me see if you guys can hear it. If you listen, I'll even turn it up because it's really cool, because it's how I noticed something. If you listen to this, you hear a draft. And a draft is one way to mark, and they also show it by having a little crack there, a destructible wall. And I had no idea there were destructible walls in this game until I was walking around in that Pythian tomb and looking for where to go, and walked past a certain area and was like, oh wait, I hear a draft. So my streaming software is freaking out and saying that the connection is terrible. So apologies for any jumpiness. Watch me burn these spider webs. Hazy Silhouette. Assassin's Creed. Better tomb raiding than Tomb Raider, right? Trigger Cut. Melisanthe Mahout is Cassandra. And he also points out, yeah, she actually is Greek. Trigger Cut. The skill tree in this is actually good this time. The setting's even better. The skill tree is great. Alright. See that right there? Tried to get me, but nope. Oh, shoot! Speaking of trying to get me. Stupid snake. Soft leather from it. I'm not going to step on that one. Look how much damage that snake did, by the way. Oh, shoot. If I throw my torch, I can pick it up, right? I'm not going to do that, though. So, did you guys hear? Did you hear it? So I could, maybe because I'm attuned to hearing it, walking past this, I heard the same draft. And look, it's another breakable wall. Oh, shoot, and a stupid snake. I actually, if you just spaz out on the dodge button when you get a little snake warning. The controller vibrates. And if you just spaz out on the dodge button, you'll avoid the snake. Now here's another thing. And this is something I had to figure out in that Pythian tomb, figuring out, where do I go? What do I do? These little jars here, there's a lot of breakable jars, and they don't do anything. I don't think there's ever loot in them. But, you see that? That's a passage. That actually might be blocked. I might have to come to that from the other side. Yeah, so that's blocked. I'll have to come out of that from the other side, I think. Is it a movable thing? Yeah, it's something you can grab and move. So we're going to come back around through here. Anyway, what I'm getting at with all this is that the tombs are these really cool little exploration dungeons. And I guess once you finish the first one, the same basic components, those little gaps you can duck through, the breakable walls. I'm guessing that's probably consistent across all of them. But I want you to see what I find here. This is new. I have not seen one where I can drop down into an area. Oh, I just got another snake warning. I think this is where I just was, so I'm not sure why this is even... Why can't I move this? I mean, it looks like it's oh, do I have to pull it? Fair enough. So this just puts me right back here, which doesn't really do anything. Alright. Alright, so we want to drop down here and see what's what. Trigger cut, I hate snakes. Master wants me to play Call of Duty instead of this. Wizard of Video Games, if you want to appeal to the young YouTube audience, call them a snack. What? Wizard of Video Games is obviously tapped way better into the whole streaming scene than I am. Oh, snacks. Now remember, all this is in pursuit of something, an icon that I didn't understand. And you will see in a moment why I'm going to these lengths. Oh shoot, another snake. He was just hiding there. What a jerk. You can also light these little braziers. Which actually I should probably do as a way of tracking where I've been. Although I don't know that it's necessary in some of these early tombs. Oh, I hate these jars. Rats! Ah! Almost got spiked. So the spike's a weird dilemma because it does damage, right? But when you're not in combat, you heal up damage really quick. So what do I care if a spike spikes me? The snake, I have been killed by snakes when I run into two at a time and get bit by both of them. Oh, look at that. Is that a trap? It is. Oh, yikes. Alright, I've not seen underwater areas in these temples. Excuse me, tombs. Still way better than anything in a Tomb Raider game. A recent Tomb Raider game. Okay, actually, you know, this is kind of dodgy. There is a way... Okay, this will get me up. This is not where I came in, is it? There is a way... Let me show you something that I saw. So here are all the engravings you've unlocked. And engravings, this is really... These are like achievements. And you can apply them to your weapons and your armor. Look down here if we look at the ones I haven't unlocked. Where is it? And this is a roadmap, too, to different ways you can play the game. Look at that. Breathe underwater. Complete the following challenge to unlock. Explore an uncharted island south of Chios. So if I wanted, and I love this, I could look for Chios. I actually don't even know where it is. And then explore an uncharted island near it. Upper right. And then I'll be able to breathe underwater. How cool would that be? So here's Chios. What's the level on Chios? 46 to 50. All right, so it'd be pretty dangerous waters over here, because I'm assuming the ships roughly approximate to the level of the nearby island. There was a point when I was sailing around over here, it said, hey, be careful, you're in water where the ships are way more powerful than you. And I think I was straying near this Limnos area where the levels range between 42 and 48. So if I wanted, I could be brave and come over here and look for an island. Oh, I can't wait to kill that. Richard Holt, oh, those numbers are level ranges, right, Richard Holt? Not explained anywhere. I figured that out playing Assassin's Creed Origins. All right, let's just make sure there's nothing back here. Oh, there's loot back here. Oh, and a snake. Dagnabbit. I think I would have hit him while I was trashing all those jars. Oh, shoot. Yeah, well, okay. That was close. Yeah! Look at here, the combination of the spike and snake damage would kill me. Alright, that's why it's perilous. And by the way, you can kill snakes with a bow, of course. Which lets you fight them without getting in range of their bites. Is that a torch I can pick up? No, I've got one. Alright, this looks like you can't get through it. Alright, so I've got to find some other way to get over there. Richard Holt, I had a bit of a moment when I zoomed out on the map and realized how big this game is, right? Oh, I'm just realizing how to roll. Is you A and dodge. Alright, so this little tiny room has a pullable... Oops. Pullable obstacle. If I die, by the way, I think it resets me back to the beginning of the tomb. Just found a chicken egg. And this seems pretty long. I don't know how linear it is, but I know that the Pythian tomb that I first did was... I don't think it was linear. Because I wandered around a lot in it before figuring out the thing about the drafts and the little gaps that you could slide under. So here we go. This is not a stele, though. This is just a regular loot chest. And you will see, once we loot this, that the requirement for this tomb is still find the stele. Boots that aren't even very good. But you know what? I can break the boots down into animal cloths. Animal cloths. Soft cloth, or animal hides. And believe me, you will know the stele when you see it. There we go. So see, it's all glowy. Alright, so what am I going to get for finding this? And by the way, there's the exit over there. Why did I care about going through all of that trouble? Richard Holt, is it better to break stuff down or sell it? Richard Holt, it depends. Both. So here's me reading the stele. Don't know why the animation is so long, but then that happens. Is it going to give me a message? So, location completed. Do I get XP? Look at that. Experience points and an ability point. I didn't even level up, and I get an ability point. Every tomb has an ability point waiting in it. And ability points, because this tree is so cool, ability points are quite the commodity. So, let's see. Where do I want to spend it? So I did respec, and just because I just wanted to start using the bow a lot and was doing a lot of that, I might boost my... Isn't there like a blanket? Hey, get better at assassination. A single strike attack unleashing the full power of the Spear of Leonidas inflicts 60% assassin damage. Why wouldn't I want to inflict 100% assassination damage? I don't understand what that is, or why I would ever get it. Huh. Poison buildup. Assassination and knockout increased by 20%. I think I want this, because there will be a second level to it as well. So the second level, damage increased by 30%. Crit damage increased by 25%. Is that all crit damage? In which case, cool. Richard Holt, you get points beyond leveling? I already thought there weren't enough abilities. So Richard Holt, you'll note each ability has 3 levels, by the way. Like unlocking it is just 1, and then there are 2 upgrades you can do to it, which are partly gated by story progress. McMaster says, call me or email me if you want to kill zombies. Trigger cut. You can use that assassination damage in regular combat. That's what's cool about it. Oh, because look at this. Look at my damage in combat. 779 if I use my sword. 662 if I use my spear. Look at this assassination damage. So 60% of that is way, way better than anything I'm doing with my weapon. Does it use adrenaline? I should have bought that. Dagnabbit. It looks like it doesn't use adrenaline even, which would be pretty awesome. But wait, there it's though she's... Oh, no, I'm even looking at the wrong thing. There, right. But there she's not even in combat. It makes it look like it's something you have to use when you sneak up on someone. Yeah, I'm officially calling that little video preview, I'm calling it misleading. I'm going on record as that. Richard Holt, I just realized the broken spear she's been carrying around the whole game is the spear from the king from the beginning of the game. Richard Holt, the game's aware of it too, and you're going to be told more about that. Trust me. But it definitely is a detail that, really? I guess it has to go this way. No, looks like I can pull it this way. It's definitely a detail that's in the game that... Oh, I guess I don't need to... No. I guess I didn't need to move it. Alright, so I'm assuming... snake! Oh, dead snake. Alright, so you can now see I have finished the level requirements for this tomb, and now just to get out. Actually, could I fast travel? Because it's not a red thing. I think it's going to be a little cheesy if it lets me fast travel out of a tomb. Yeah, it is going to let me. Oh well. Whatever, we'll do that. What do I got over here? Bandits location with the... Okay, we don't want to do that. Alright, so let's go find a quest. Christie Gaines, Rule 3 of an open world. Merchants should have gear that matters. Rule 4, you can go anywhere you want. Rule 5, you will die if you go too far. These are solid rules. Trigger cut, I think this game brings in the modern stuff better than most Assassin's Creed games. Which is not necessarily saying much, but I absolutely agree, Trigger cut. Alright, let's see. This thing I really want to do, but... because I want some Oralchium. I want to see what you can get with that. But really, we're looking for lumber and skins. I want to do some forts. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. All right. So there's a whole quest thing where this island of Euboea, is beset by corruption, and you do a series of missions to find out, okay, who's responsible for it? Who's controlling the purse strings of this corrupt government? And eventually, you do those quests, and it takes you over here to where the... Am I supposed to go assassinate the main guy? Well, this is the next step in terms of quests that rid this island of corruption. So first thing we're going to do is unfog this, which is a bit of a... Yeah. And then we're going to go do that quest. And I'm kind of out-leveling the story quest at this point, but that's fine with me. I mean, the game is more than happy to let you do it. Colton Westrate starts watching, immediately sees block sliding. He basically rolls his eyes, and that's great. Christian Games, Rule 6 for open worlds. Fast travel is great, but you should never use it. Christy Gaines, there should be... I don't know about never use it, but there should be... either a cost to it or a reason not to use it, or... But yeah, when it's just lazily dropped in there like in a Bethesda game. I always hate that. Probably should have braced for those. There's a weak point. So we got 56 wood from that. Oh, he's got buddied. I guess that's... Ouch, jerk. So basically I can fire 3 shots at a time before they start replenishing, and 2 javelin shots. And I've now got fire. I know, Cat. Oh, when a ship's on fire, it can't move or attack. Haha. Do we want to board this? I wish I knew what's the point of boarding. Like, what do I get that I wouldn't get if I just ram it and sink it? I know it repairs your ship somewhat. I'm just gonna ram these guys. And by ram, I mean push them. Fine, we'll board them. Chris Hornboss, your ship repairs to full if you board. But it doesn't have any effect on the supplies you get, because in a Pirates game, you would earn more if you board. Oh shoot, I meant to put to work the guy that I knocked out. I do have another armored guy who helps me. Haha, you fell in the water. Oh look, you can't get out of the water. It's so sad. Poor guy drowned. Sorry, ladies. Hate to be all pushy. So there's an armored guy that I have. Let's replace him. Chris Hornbossel says he thinks you get better loot if you board, but don't quote him on that. Hazy Silhouette, isn't Rule 5... Wait, so that's the thing about... Hold on, because I want to talk about this with you guys. Rule 5, in an open world, you'll die if you go too far. Hazy Silhouette, isn't Rule 5 the opposite of being open? Christy Gaines, Rule 5 is important. So Tom runs his ship to Athens now. I can go to Athens. I'm leveled up for that. Christy Gaines says Rule 7. Christy Gaines, I'm not going to accept this rule. It should always be fun. No. We can't use fun when we're making rules. Way too sloppy a term. Wizard of Video Games. In Assassin's Creed 4, it's Black Flag, right? Boarding gave you more resources. Hey, so what? If open is just the difference between literally not being able to go there and you can go there and die if you try, and how open is it really? Now, so that's a... There are a couple of approaches, right? Is you can do something like Bethesda does, where you just auto-scale the whole area, at which point you'll have people, and that might include me, bitching about it. Like, oh, it just auto-scales, nothing matters. The alternative is different areas have different levels, and that's if your gameplay progression is going to involve leveling or some sort of a skill tree, or then you've got to adjust the world accordingly, right? How are you going to get around that? Otherwise, someone's just going to get more powerful, and the world's going to get increasingly inconsequential. So the option is you do this MMO thing of certain areas have certain levels. And what Christy Gaines is saying is when you do that, there's still openness. I could run into Booishia if I wanted, but I'm way over leveled and I'd just die. So does that make this less open? Technically, yeah, I would say it does. But what's the other way around it other than, oh, everyone in Boeotia is the same as everyone in Euobia, and the same as everyone in Phocis, which is the same as everyone in Kephallonia and Attica? I don't have a good answer for that one. That's why I'm glad I'm not a game designer. I don't have to solve these things. I can just complain about them. Oh yeah, oh shoot, we left that ship over there. Don't think we've forgotten about you, dude. Oh, I should have checked how much I got from boarding the other guy. Let's ram him and see what we get. 75 drachma, 48 wood, 7 soft leathers, and look like 7 iron. And is there any dropped in the water? No. Oh, shoot, I just missed some loot. Alright, so this is the southern end of this island that... Oh, no, whoops. Never ask me to navigate if I'm on a boat with you. Okay, I have an interface scrape. You guys ready? I wish the letters on the compass at the top center of the screen were a little bit bigger. This here, right ahead of us, is the southern end of the island that we haven't explored. We're going to explore that, and then our quest to liberate the island is right about over there. And what quest do I have highlighted? Let's just untrack all quests. Oh, sorry, hold on, I have to do some cat management here. Richard Holt, I don't like the way leveling works in this game. There, I said it, he says. Hazy Silhouette. Rule 8, Christy Gaines says, scenery matters. Or as Hazy Silhouette puts it for Rule 8, setting as a character. Alright, cat, come here. I know. Alright, the cat has to exfiltrate. Bear with me a second. Alright, sorry. Okay, I'm back. Had to exfiltrate the cat there. Alright. Richard Joel, I play this game with almost all the UI switched off, including the compass and quest tracker. The quest tracker, I think, because I looked around at some of these, and I think some of them really are not feasible. So, where's the quest tracker? Is that one that I have off? So that's this. I think it still shows you, though, a waypoint for the quests, doesn't it? Maybe it doesn't. And this gets at my whole thing here about incentivizing difficulty level. If this was a game like a racing game, there would be like a multiplier on my reward, like experience or cash reward. I'm thinking of games like Wreckfest, I believe, does Dirt Rally, no, Dirt 2, Dirt 4 are we up to. As you progressively turn these off and make the game harder, it increases a multiplier. And here, Ubisoft is not done. Why do I have that? Oh, it's just showing, yeah, forget it. Let's see what happens if I turn that off. There's no incentive to turn those off. So I am right now doing Ubisoft's job for them. You're welcome. Let's see if I track a quest. Does it show up? I think at a certain point I got fed up with that being turned off. Turned it back on. Oh, I know, because you can't call up what you're supposed to do in the lower left-hand corner of the screen when you're exploring in an area. You have to look at the map. Oh, I'm in combat? With whom? I'm not involved in that fight. I don't have a dog in that fight over there. But alright. Richard Holt, there's a huge incentive to turn off the UI. The game feels amazing with no UI. Richard Holt, that's not incentive. Because it's a matter of difficulty level. Why? So I'm just supposed to make the game more difficult? because, like, for the sake of, it's the same argument that people are like, yeah, make a game harder because it's more, you know, that's the only incentive you need, hard for hard's sake. Now here I am railing about this, but you know, I've turned off some of the UI stuff. Yeah, I'm not even gonna board them. Hold on. Unboard, unboard. I don't want to board. No. So I got 18 wood from that. Wonder if I would have gotten more. Alright, let's go back to where I was. Make sure I'm... Yeah. Alright, so we're going to unfog this. And then, because there's got to be an eagle in here somewhere, right? Because all these sections have eagles, don't they? Yeah. I just haven't found where it is. Obviously, it's right here. And then we're going to go do this mission here. And then I have to go to a movie. And you guys can all come with me. Joshua Marshall says, I'm a Founders member, hard for hard's sake. Hazy Silhouette. Yeah, Hazy Silhouette, I was playing this on Steam's Big Picture in my living room. It feels great that way. Yeah, I should never be expected to make something hard just because the developer couldn't tune the game and they just let me do it. Not my job. Alright, you guys park here. Everyone remind me where I parked. Oh, wait, I wanted to also replace that lieutenant. Alright, this guy does pretty much bupkis. 8% weak point creation, only with javelins. And this is the guy I just found. 4% fire buildup, extra fire day. Okay, so he's Mr. Fire Dude. But more important, I say more importantly. Maybe more importantly, let's take a look at him. So there he is, just crawling up out of the hatch. Yeah, he's a big fella. I want him on my side when we fight combat, boarding combat. And there's Gilon and Odessa. Do you have like blood all over you? Odessa, take a shower. Oh my gosh, she's all bloody. Oh man, I was hoping I would do a dive. Christy Gaines, rule number 9 for open world. Things should matter. War, fights, that sort of thing. Alright, so we can just eyeball this. No, Richard Holtz has convinced me. I'm going to leave the quest tracker off. Oh, come here, you. I kind of like, and this is, you know, this is one of the things where I'm worried about Red Dead Redemption. I kind of like hunting. It's just something I can do as I go along, scooping up resources. Because the quantities you need in here, I don't want to sit and watch an animation of her skinning an elk every time she kills one. The economy is not tuned for that. And I don't want her saying, and I thought they smelled bad on the outside. Doesn't James Marsden say that at one point? The James or John? I forget who was the son and who was the main guy in Red Dead Redemption.
I should stay hidden if I don't want to fight.
So here's an example. Each of these camps has a set of achievements, goals that you have to do, like kill the leader, find the loot, rescue the slaves. And normally, if I hold down the left stick, it tells me what that is. When you turn off the quest marker on the compass, which I'm okay with being turned off, you can't call up that list. Instead, and this slows the game down for me, you have to go out here and look at that on the map. I'd like to be able to get this information. So that's why I turned it back on. But yeah, I'm really conflicted about the difference between making, and I'm going to say this word. Don't make fun of me. Actually, you can make fun of me because it's an overused word, but it has its purpose. There was just an apple lying on the ground right there. Ooh, it was on a skeleton. Ugh, don't eat that apple. But yeah, I'm torn with the whole thing about my philosophy about difficulty level and tuning games with my desire to just make this game as immersive as I can, because it's already so immersive. And I think that's one of the reasons that I feel it is one of the definitive open world games for me. But it's early. Maybe I'll come around and decide I hate it. Maybe all this lack of tuning about difficulty and the micromanaging of your inventory and skill slots, maybe all that will just ultimately frustrate me, and I'll like it a lot less. We'll see. No, come on. You could have made that last jump, Cassandra. Come on. Hazy Silhouette. Why more leather from snakes than from elks? Hazy Silhouette. I'm actually in earnest mean this. What I think they're getting at there is that the skin you take from a snake is more exotic and therefore more valuable. Wait, what? I didn't shoot a whale. Wizard of Video Games posted video evidence in Twitch of me shooting a whale. Wait, now I have to click on that. I've never shot a whale. How dare you? Did I shoot a whale? Hold on. Oh no. Is he right? Look at that whale. That whale almost burned open world. Oh. Okay, so a whale showed up where I shot. That's different from shooting a whale. No fair. I call foul. Christy Gaines, I love this idea of making open world. You know, we should all work on a 10 Commandments of open world games. Temple of Artemis Amariasia. And see, normally I want to click on the left stick and see what things are hidden here. What things can I find here? But instead I have to go to the map. Oh, nothing. Really? There's nothing there? Just the synchronization? Okay. And I'm guessing that would be, is that on his head? No, that's redonkulous. Where's the synchronization point? Over there, of course. Watch me step lightly. Oops. But yeah, I like this idea of a 10 Commandments of open world gaming and using that to evaluate, you know, what are the best ones? Because there you go. We come up with the 10 Commandments of what makes a great open world game, and then we can scientifically deduce, you know, what are the top 5 open world games? Which ones violate the fewest commandments? Look at this. Look at that draw distance and all that stuff out there. Hazy Silhouette. God Rays in Fog is weird. Wizard of Video Games. Wizard of Video Games, you did that. The clip on Twitch of me shooting a whale is under the URL of Boring Tawdry Bosanji Humble Life. All one word. Richard Holt, I see Tom ripping off this idea and posting about it on the site in the next month. Is it ripping it off, really? When you write about like a discussion you have with your friends? Because if so, I think I'm guilty of a ton of ripping off. Okay, see that? Not really easy to tell, but that's a bale of hay. I can jump into it. Sometimes those aren't underneath you. And then you jump off and, oops. Alright, so I've unfogged this area. And there's a quest down here that I feel I should go get. Recommended level 18, which is what I am. We're going to grab this quest just so we have it. And then we're going to sail over here and do this. And then I'm going to go see Bad Day at the El Royale. And you're all invited to come with me. I wish there was an achievement for finishing the game with all of the UI elements turned off. Because you know what? I would totally do that. Alright, I'm already lost. Where's my boat? Where did we park? Is it over there? Is that my boat there? I think it is. Hazy Silhouette Christie Gaines has copyright on the idea of a top 10 rules on open world games. So what if I were to license the copyright from her? Could I then write an article on it and it wouldn't be ripping off? Would that be allowed? Because I did a 10 Commandments of board game design thing once, and briefly toyed with the idea of, in every board game review, mention how many of the commandments it violates. But then, you know, review is not really... That starts to get into the whole idea of reviews being the sort of thing you would do for a cell phone or consumer goods. Yeah, I'm totally lost. No, I'm going the right way. That is my boat. And there's the quest on the way. But one of the reasons that Mage Knight is the worst board game of all time is because it violates... Actually, I'm trying to think back now. It violates every single commandment of good board game design. Every single one. Now, granted, I came up with the commandments, and I might have been influenced by the fact that I hate Mage Knight. But the fact remains. It violates a ton of them. Richard Holt, doesn't make sense anymore. They have to climb those points to get to the map. You have a freaking eagle. So Richard Holt, I don't know if Richard Holt is trolling me or not. Maybe he is. The point of those, Guild Wars does this as well. The point of those is to get you to spectacular views and to then show them off. Because the other alternative is to put, you know, a treasure chest on the peak of that mountain or at the top of a temple or something. But I think it's a solid gameplay idea, is get you to go to a place and then show off the place for you. You know, take control of the camera, give the player something for it, because Richard Holt, I don't know if you know this, you are leveling up your eagle as you collect these. And where's my eagle's level? There you go. When I get 9 more viewpoints, I'll be able to use Icaros to harass people. When fighting multiple opponents... Oh, yeah. When fighting multiple opponents, Icaros will automatically target one of them. I guess... Did Assassin's Creed Origins do this? But you'll just be in a kerfluffle with a bunch of dudes in a Donnybrook, and you'll see out of the corner of your eye, one of them has a bird all in his head, and he's like, the bird is like pecking him on the head, and it's distracting him, and you realize at a certain point, oh yeah, that's my bird, awesome. So I want to get 9 more of those viewpoints, and I'll enjoy 9 awesome views in the process. All right, who needs a quest done? Okay, this is I'm sure this is just some dumb technical thing that is easy to do. This walking into a dark area from outdoors, just how they do that, I don't know, is it lighting? And the same with going out, like it's all overexposed and you go out and your eyes adjust. That's just such a cool little thing. All right, let's talk to this dude.
You say somebody stole something?
Somebody stole something? Look around. Bandits took almost everything. And worst of all, they stole my family's vase. After so many generations, it's gone.
This is great. Hazy Silhouette says, that makes an easy scoring system with the whole 10 Commandments thing. The game gets a 10 minus the number of commandments broken. Christy Gaines is giving me free use of her copyrighted 10 Rules of Open World Gaming. I think she's giving me free use of that. Richard Holt is saying, well, how about 0 minus the number of rules broken? And then you can get negative scores like armor classes in old Dungeons & Dragons. And then Hazy Silhouette says, Metacritic Thaco. Bunch of old school nerds in my live stream, and I couldn't be prouder. All right, so let's see. The guys had stuff stolen. As someone who is hanging on to this Leonidas spear that was given to me by my mother, spoiler, I'm going to go with heirlooms are precious.
I carry with me something passed down from my mother.
See?
I appreciate the value of family heirlooms.
The game knows what I'm thinking. We're in tune.
Real feeling in us, isn't it?
How much is this vase worth to you?
I pay a substantial amount of drachmi for it. A very substantial amount. Is finding my vase something you could do?
I'll
course.
find your vase, but I'll need some ideas of where to look for it.
Speak with my slave near the warehouses. I sent him to uncover what he could from other slaves in the area. Hopefully he's learned something by now.
I'll return if I find the vase.
How did they get so many voice actors for this to do the accent? Did they record in Greece? Did they put out a casting call for Greek actors? Did they just make sure to get people who are really good at faking the accent? What do
The
you...
master tells me you might have learned something about the missing
Oh.
vase.
Look, there's a quest point.
But I'll need something from you before I can talk about it.
Yeah, Christy Gaines, I love Cassandra's eyes. They're brown, and she talks like a Greek. She really does have, like, this really... So, and maybe this is just my memory, but she kind of reminds me of Kate Archer in just, like, super cool and sophisticated, and there's something about the design that really makes her eyes... not pop, because that sounds abrupt, but it just makes her eyes... They draw your eye, like they draw focus to her eyes. Christy Gaines, you should check out the forum, that forum post. There's an actual interview with the voice actors, plural. Oh! But Christy Gaines, I'm worried there are spoilers in the forum thread. Hazy Silhouette, I keep waiting for her to look directly at me in a scene. Right, Hazy Silhouette? Yeah, exactly. There's a sense of it, if she just swings her gaze like a couple more millimeters to the left, she would fix you with her gaze. Okay. Oh, shoot. I wasn't paying attention to what he said. Your master's already... Okay, well, I don't like ultimatums, so...
I don't like conditional deals like this. I have a job to do.
I understand. But what I need from you isn't a labor or an action. It's a commitment.
So, what do you need?
I'm hoping that after you retrieve the vase, you'll tell my master that I told the bandits to loot the house.
Why would you want to do that?
After the summer solstice, my master plans to give me my freedom. But I don't want it. I'm hoping that if I take partial blame for the crime, I can offer my continued servitude as atonement.
That's ridiculous. But I'll think about it. Now, tell me about the bandits.
Other slaves in the area assure me that the bandits from the northern hills of Mount Ohi are the ones ransacking the nearby homes.
Christy Gaines, no one can discuss No One Lives Forever, because not even Good Old Games has it. Yeah, that's a tragedy. That thing is lost in a quagmire of licensing disputes. Alright, where on the mountain are the bandits? So since I have the quest waypoints turned off, I have to listen to this. Or I could just read it in the quest log.
Northern hills of Mount Ohi. Is there a more precise place I should look for these bandits?
The slaves mentioned there's a copper mine in the area.
I think I know where that is.
That's where
I was just there.
My hideout if I was a bandit.
I'm curious why you're not excited to have your freedom.
With my master, I have purpose, responsibilities, food, and shelter. All the things I wouldn't have on my own.
With your freedom, you can acquire all that, you know.
We all have different circumstances and abilities, Mistios. This life offers me the best chance of survival.
I like that in this game they're acknowledging that slavery as a social system, almost like a social caste, is different than what we think of as slavery in modern America, where it was much more of an atrocity instead of a social structure. Part of a social structure, but when they talk about slavery here, there's this, like, it includes things like indentured servitude. You know, we came up with a separate word for indentured servitude. It's indentured servitude. And I think a lot of that was just lumped under the concept of slavery in ancient times.
I will go find these bandits and get your master's vase.
Remember what we talked about when you return it to my master.
Alright, so that's a little cool bit of writing. The guy wants to remain a slave. And the way he can do it is to be blamed for what am I investigating? Alright, so bandits at the copper mine. But I'm not doing this quest right now. I'm just picking it up, and later I'll do it. Where's my boat? I can call my boat here. I can also look at where we parked it. It's right over there. Okay, we're going to go, and I can't fast travel, which is fine with me. We're going to go here and do this quest, and then we're all going to go see Bad Day at the El Royale. Yeah, look at that guy. He stands out.
Bandits are in the northern hills of Mount Ohi.
Welcome aboard, dude. There's Odessa. Did you wipe the blood off your face, Odessa? Yep, there's cute little Odessa. She's talking with, is that Herodotus? And where's Gilon? Helon. She must be below decks. There's Barnabas. Oh, there she is. Gilon? How do you pronounce it? Like Gira? Gilon? I don't know. I'm just gonna call her Gilon.
Rowers, to position!
Welcome back. Where shall we go?
Can't believe I'm doing this. There's loot over there. I'm just veering over here to grab that. Oh, you know what? I bet I could upgrade my bow. Oh, whale! Hi! I mean, that's so good. So pre-planned where I'm pointing the camera. Oh, look at the dolphins. Also so cool. But I'm a sucker for that. Sounds like a breaching whale. And I did not shoot that whale. It just happened to be where my arrows landed. So basically due north. I don't want to spoil what these are, but they're really cool. I think that's a pirate. I need to tell the difference between the merchant sails and the pirate sails. Yeah, that's a pirate.
Oars at the ready! Oars!
Hey, Silhouette. I have 2 stars with Captain Nemo now for whale abuse. There was no such thing. That was not whale abuse. It's collateral damage.
They are going to ram us.
No, they're not. I'd like to see them try. Those might be some pirate buddies over there. No, those aren't pirates. What is that? What is that sail? They're not Spartans or Athenians. They're not pirates. Is it just a generic merchant? Doesn't look like a merchant ship. It looks like a warship.
Commander, we need to brace or get out of the way.
Get ready to fire! Hit them with your spear!
Haha, that guy fell in the water.
I think we're out of danger. Can never get too comfortable on the water.
Ooh, that's why. Okay. Oh, I kind of need to take on that ship. Alright, I'm going to go over there and do that. I don't want to spoil anything for you guys, though, but... Yeah, I really need to deal with that ship. We don't have any damage, so I'm just going to ram him. Did he say if we get any closer, what will think I'm attacking? Alright, I don't want to draw other aggro. Oh, shoot! Alright, they've got the lead on us in terms of this may not work. Shh. Let's cross the T. No, no.
They're set to fire on us. They're set to fire. Arrows incoming.
shoot, there's another pirate over there. There's 2 pirates. I don't want them involved. This is... Maybe the pirates will go aggro on that ship. Yeah, Christy Gaines, you said it. Malacca. Or Malacca. I don't know how to cuss correctly. In any language, frankly. Shoot right into these 2 pirates. Dagnabbit. Stupid pirates. I'm trying to deal with that cultist. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna try to board them to heal up. It's not the way to do it. We're gonna bang into an island. Oh, the worst. The absolute worst. I'm the worst captain ever. Come with me, you guys. Come on. There's Galen. Haha, the cultist ship has to wait over there. See him. And we got some shoes, and not even very good ones. Alright. Oh, sorry. Sorry, ladies. I'm sorry to push everyone. Coming through. No, did it leave? Oh, there it is. Oh, look how we get it. Oh, sweet. Alright. Oh, you're gonna get it now. Oh, you are so gonna get it. It's a big ship, too. If I just sink it... Oh, yeah. Did defeat the cultist. Sweet. Oh, and look at all the loot. 229 wood. And, oh, some nice armor. Sweet. You know what? I want to see something. Are there people, like, drowning in the water? And does this actual... Is this just, like, vanish? Does it actually sink? That is so cool. Is it actually resting on the bottom? And if I look long enough, does it just go away? That's really cool, though, that it does that. Okay, I'm gonna reenact the end of Jaws. Wait, hold on, wait for it. Hold on. Final scene from Jaws. There. One of the final scenes from Jaws. Because he takes that, like, boat hook thing, and he pokes the shark before he shoots it. See? Do I need to explain that? Oh, look at all the bodies. This is the best game of all time. Alright, that was some good stuff that, you know, I'll deal with it later because that was a kind of a cool spoiler thing I don't want to ruin for anyone. Alright, let's go over to that island, and I'm actually not even going to do the mission. I'm just going to save the game, and then I got to call it a night. Where are we going to dock? Let's put two, I think that's the word, somewhere on this island here. So northeast. Dude, you don't want a piece of this. Yeah, we didn't get it. Look, I've got all my my fire arrows primed. This guy, we're gonna easily just sink him very quickly. I'm gonna swing around and board him. $64 wood. I will take it.
Well, Commander, we live to sail another day.
Alright, is there a place we can put to? That looks like a dock, but there's someone already parked there. A pirate pentaconter. And then over there, oh look, there's buildings over there. I bet we can, there's some place we can dock over here. I don't think... Oh yeah, there's a docking spot. Sweet, alright.
Ready for docking!
Why am I going into combat? Oh shoot. There's some battling going on over there.
Now to find the magistrate.
Alright, let's get in here and do our part.
Get over here.
So I guess this is the mission stuff. Is there's an insurrection. Shoot. That jerk knocked me over. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to look at my skills, you jerks. What do I have queued up? Fine. Oops. Look at this big guy. I'm a little worried about doing damage to people that are supposed to be friendly. I mean, I'm sure it doesn't let me, but there have been times that I've actually, like, tried to help, I think, help people fight a wolf or something, and accidentally hit a guard. Alright, there we go. I'm sure it wouldn't let me hurt that guy, though.
Mystios, you came. We need you now more than ever. Please help us finish the dagger.
Richard Holt, what's possible is for the game's verbs to be consistent and universally available. Oh, as far as, like, Christy Gaines floated this idea that you should be able to do anything. And Richard Holt sort of agreeing, says what that Yeah, so there's a limit, this idea of being able to do anything, and the way Richard Holt puts it, what's possible is for games' verbs to be consistent and universally available. Right, Richard Holt? Because, good lord, that was one of the big problems with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, is the verbs were so inconsistent, and they were scripted. They were basically mandated when you could use any given, 2 or 3 verbs, and they varied. Like, it was just so erratic. Richard Holt, if the game has fighting, always let me be able to fight, right? Same with climbing. If the game has climbing, always let me be able to climb. And to be fair, Shadow of the Tomb Raider was not an open world game. Christy Gaines, as far as the whole, what is it? Yeah. But that is a good point, Richard Holt, is that part of, I guess, what marks an open world game is that all the verbs are pretty much always available. Is that fair when I go with that as a definition?
I mean,
If the information you uncovered is accurate, it won't just be the Kingfisher at a temple. It's a gathering of the Dagger's leadership. You can wipe them all out and free Evia from their control.
Evia.
Agapius will not allow his brother to be harmed.
I love Agapios, but Evia must come first. When this is all over, I'll make sure your reward finds its way to your boat. Evia thanks you for your service. Misthios! The Dagger know we're here! We need to move fast!
So the Dagger is the secret, well, not secret, they're the corrupt organization that is ruling Evia. It's Eobia, everybody knows. Alright, so what did he say? Oh, look, there's a climbing point. Is it up on the mountain, or is it? Yeah, it's up on the mountain up there. And since I don't have my waypoint, I turned it off. I'm not exactly sure what I was supposed to do again. Let's go read the quest. Let's sort by distance. There you go. It's the stolen vase. This one. No. Shoot a monkey. Where's the one? No, it's not one of those, right? Yeah. Is it this? No. Oh, I need to kill 2 more Spartan ships within the next 7 hours. It's not this. It's not that. Oh. Oh, yeah, I gotta bring them. Okay, wait. Is it this? Shoot, what happened to that whole Kingfisher? Here we go, right here. After learning the Kingfisher and Agapios, okay, deal with Neritos at the Temple of Achilles. Which is right over here. Oh, which is right where the little eagle point is. But I gotta call it a night, so I could do this for many more hours, and probably will. Richard Holt. Tom has so many quests. I only have 4. Richard Holt. Oh, you have no idea. You could basically park in one city, because I think there's a lot of like dynamic quest stuff. If you get like a favorite city, you can basically just park there, and I imagine if the game works the way I think it works, you could probably park in one city and play, for all intents and purposes, infinitely in that place. I believe. We'll find out. Thank you guys for watching. I'll be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Pacific. Joshua Marshall. Speaking of what words mean, I recall Tom bemoaned the use of okay instead of okay. However, I learned that okay is the original use from an 1800s intentionally misspelled all correct as a humorous saying. So, okay. Yeah, because a lot of people just type capital O, capital K. And I think, it's a colloquial term. I spell it out O-K-A-Y. All correct. Okay, well, that's cool, though, the derivation. I didn't realize that. Yeah, I don't like just capital letters sticking out in the middle of a sentence. I think you really need to earn a capital letter. Like, proper nouns. Acronyms, that sort of thing. Look at that bird. And this is on medium detail. Well, medium. Let's see. 2 notches down. I guess the middle. 2 notches down from the top. Oh, that lady. Oh, you just scared my bird. All right, I'll be back on Monday. Everyone have a great weekend, and I will talk to you on Monday. Cheers.
Έγνον δι' από φράση μέρα